fan favorite mod is finally back after a long break. Say hello again to the Ancient Monkey, which received an update since the last time I covered it about a year ago. Thanks to Link-C for updating the mod that originally was made by Laz. Now, there's a lot of things that changed. Let me show you as I drop the initial Ancient Monkey. We get a free weapon to add. Out of all of these, I'll probably pick the Shuriken for consistency. Don't worry about the Gilded effect, I'll explain more as we unlock said upgrades. But just a quick reminder for what the Ancient Monkey is. Basically, it's an infinite upgrade monkey, so you can buy weapons on this one tower. And so by the end of it, you'll have this one tower with like 20 different projectiles of 20 different towers. 20 is just a random number. We can go pretty much as far as we can go until, I don't know, the game crashes or something like that. And as you see at the bottom, there are 4 options. We can build strength, buy a new weapon, buy a new ability, and then extras. So let's add our second weapon to the mix. 3 options only this time. And we actually found a Gilded one. So the Gilded one has an effect that you see down here, quad shot. I'm obviously going to pick this one because it's by far the best. And let's see, a quadruple wizard shot that you can't get in vanilla. And so I approve. If you take a careful look though, it's not just a normal wizard shot X4. As you see, it doesn't even leave, at least I don't think, insides of greens behind, although I might be wrong about that. But for more info about the Gilded upgrades, we're gonna open this extras panel here. And there's a lot of text that, in summary, on this left side here, is a big stat bonus for Gilded weapons. So, huge stat bonus on top of a special effect. A low chance every time you buy a weapon that one of the options will be Gilded. So, let's see if we get lucky again. Oh my god, wow. I can't tell if the chance of Gilded is high or what, but we've got Gilded Ice here, which now, balloons release icicles on pop. For a common, yeah, that's really, really good. We can't even see the ice shot right now because the wizard bolts are too strong, so check back in on that later, I guess. Had I known Gilded weapons were so strong, I think I probably would have considered, oh, no lead popping, but I probably would have considered higher balloon speed. There is a common, or lead popping. Get the mortar shell, and once all we need to do is pop the first layer, and we're solid. Nice. As I was saying though, we probably need like 10x MOAB HP for this to be a real challenge now, seeing this in hindsight, but might be getting ahead of myself here. Let's get some more weapons. And if we don't get any Gilded, okay. It's definitely more balanced, because again, these are pretty weak stuff. For spending $600, I get a single lame boomerang. So that hardly is very efficient cost-wise. And also, it looks like you need camo. Despite having the Gilded Ice and Wizard, none of those projectiles see it, so let's just keep searching for camo, I guess. We've gotten a Zeely shot, which I guess I am going to pick, because I need more of that. One more weapon before we go on to something else. And then we have to double dip an icicle, since that is basically an epic. Now that we hopefully got enough camo damage, let's make every existing weapon stronger. So it'll show you all the stat bonuses here. Without putting too much thought into it, it seems like the best strength card is the right side. Just raw 6% attack speed. It's funny because the one on the very left is just 0 of a stat, which makes it strictly worse than the one on the very right. One more strength before the MOAB comes in. It seems like the one on the right is the best one. Again, 2 damage for only a common and $700. Yeah, that's pretty overpowered. So OP, we can roll into the MOAB round with just this, and I bet it beats it easily. Yep. In the meantime, let me go ahead and keep finding weapons, not for damage, although that is the secondary to farming. There is a chance to get farming upgrades here. Seems like we didn't get any of that. I'll get more camo protection, because we still only have 2. So big iron. Got a Desperado, to add a Desperado to the mix, which did not exist last time I played the upgrade monkey. One more weapon, and there we go. Told ya. Camo Cerams are actually putting a number, or doing a number on us with just 3 camo weapons. So, let's rally off 3 weapons in quick succession. Number 1, spikes. Number 2, I guess Quincy. And then number 3, bananas. Only one of those 3 are camo, but I'll take what I can get here. And now with 3 stat bonuses in a row, let's do money boost first off. Let's get the one on the very left, 5 damage boost for a rare. And then lastly, 3% money boost. Okay, I guess balance is a bit off here because it seems like the options are for like a common / rare is like 6% attack speed or 6% damage. I am pretty sure I know what is better. Definitely feels like a 5 damage boost should be reserved for like a legendary strength bonus, but regardless, let's take a look at a BFB here. With just most of the same weapons, beats it even faster than the MOAB 140. And now let's rally off 3 abilities. 1, we only have 2 choices here, and I will pick a cocktail, because I believe that's East camo, if it's the same as Gwen. Number 2, I want to do another cocktail, but let's do Jungle's Bound because money. And then 3, money. This was also in the previous version of Ancient Monkey, but if you have enough money, you can also upgrade at the very bottom here a bunch of stats. For 125k, you can unlock godly weapons, remove the the worst type of weapons, upgrades luck, and yeah, all of that good stuff. Which, because the good times are rolling, I think I'll make the jump now. I brought Benjamin as my only other farming hero. Once he gets the level to make 5k per round, we don't really need too much more money, I don't think. Oh, actually, hang on. Before I do the save up, those camo Rico ceramics are still an issue, okay. I still need camo. This sucks ass. None of these there's 2 Gildeds, but none of them are camo. So Quincy's effect is explosive arrows, and the bomb shooter's effect is mini cluster missiles. I think because I already got a Quincy, let's do mini cluster, but it doesn't matter if it's not camo. Again. Okay, we can do Soda, or we can do crossbow. I think I know what I'd rather do. Weapon, more bananas. Oh, there is a spike camo, but F it. I want money. One more weapon. Dang it. No camo. There we go. Burst fire, grape shot with stat bonuses is really good. I'll take 4% damage, or plus 4 damage. My next threat is probably around 78 camos, of which I will remember to use cocktail, but also, if you didn't know on this map, once those statues totems light up, we can use it for an explosion, so probably do that to bail me out if I need more camo damage. Alright, here we go. Here comes camo wave. I'll drop a cocktail early, and let's see. Yup, I definitely needed that. Next camo wave, or DDT, is on round 90, which I'm almost surely cannot afford, so thankfully, I think I'm just a couple of rounds away from getting 125k, so that should be enough time to buy enough strong weapons. 5 rounds later, the next unlock can officially be afforded. Let's get it. And ooh, fancy blue background. Now, let me show you the top side here that I didn't talk about. Apparently, you can generate cash within the Ancient Monkey itself. $1,500. I'll buy that to make it 125 per round, which is, yeah, I should be buying these because they're pretty good. $6,000 to go up 250. Okay, it's getting worse, so I'll stop at 3. And as you see right above it, we can buy luck or buy gilded. Right now we have 5% luck. I think I can afford to get up to 15%. And then up my gilded chance to, let me make some money first, to 12%. Okay, and we'll stop there. Going to the blue panel now resets every weapon cost back to 250. So I should be able to rally a lot in quick succession. Let's see how lucky we can get. 1. Remember, camo? So lots more darts. But remember, it needs to hit lead too. Otherwise, we're cooked. Abyssal Ward does not hit lead, but it is utility, right? It slows down BFBs and MOABs if they ever become an issue. This ain't good. Still missing camo. I'll do a Gilded Glaive Ricochet. This Gilded effect is Explosive Glaives. Okay, and finally, here is a camo that is Gilded and hits DDTs. Gilded White Hot Spikes does what? Double production. On top of the already insane stat bonuses that are given, again, I believe it is something like triple damage, attack speed, or like just a crap ton of stat bonuses. Now we should be truly unstoppable. The only issue is that it doesn't produce spikes unless the tower's in a range, so perhaps I should invest in more range? Sure, if it's there. And it is there, I guess I would rather take that over 9% attack speed, but if there's a damage upgrade, I'm definitely going to take it. The one on the left seems to give me a little bit of everything. So, pick that. And, oh, okay, there's a lot here. I think the one on the very left is probably best. We should have no problem against DTs now. Let's take a look. I don't have totems to bail me out if... Oh, wait, what? Guys, my spikes are gone. That, I don't think is my fault, because I had them. It just disappeared after buying an upgrade. Which is why I said we go until the game bugs out or something, because with all of these weapons being added, there's almost assuredly going to be, I guess, a bug we run into. At least we have 30k to bail us out. I'll see if I can get a camo with that money. And hey, I got it back again, okay. If the Gilded Hot Spikes works this time, it would be nice if it could save us, but I don't see spikes being dropped. So I think it's GG. Gwen's Cocktail isn't enough either. Oh, this is getting ugly. Okay, hopefully this works. We have Super Brittle, and that would decamo everything. So that means every weapon we currently have is going to work. Please let this work. Please. And hey, spikes are back. I don't know what I did, but it's here. And the Super Brittle is working, so hallelujah. The run stays alive until this round where, I think the spikes were helping, but because they shoot, like, too slowly, we die. Okay, Dark Knight. There we go. Please have that help us defend. If it's a 2-0-3, then it'll work. Otherwise, we still die again. Wow, okay. I gotta stop injecting money, because I get 5k every free continue. I honestly don't know how we're still dying. How about we try abilities? Maybe that's better? Yeah, Spike Storm, Spike Storm. If that's a lead-popping Spike Storm, then it's good. Bloons Sabotage. For how cheap these abilities are, I should have turned to them, like, way earlier. We'll have to take aim to the mix. We'll have to pop an awe, even though I would have liked to have the Ben end around. Okay, and all of a sudden, we have a crap ton of stuff to bail us out. Unfortunately, it's not on cooldown. Okay, Gilded Arcane Spike for triple shot. Let's go. Please save us. And there we go. Note to self, if I die, take time buying a bunch of upgrades rather than just jumping into it without doing anything. 95 is here, and it seems like I win. Crap. Spike Storm is not lead. In case you're curious, here's how 98's gonna go. Very, very easy for our Ancient Monkey. I should be fine with 99, seeing as how 95 went. I'll just save the ISAB ability. And we get to around 100. But that's not all, because we know it's capable of more. We'll use Take Aim. Take Aim is huge. Huge rage bonus. Unfortunately, do I have enough damage? Okay, I do. Now that every weapon was pretty much on overdrive there, we pull through quite cleanly. But the free play rounds get tougher and tougher, so quickly, let's spend 50k on additional weapon slots. This will give us more, essentially, I don't know how to say it, but more opportunities to get luckier. I'm gonna buy some more luck levels too. That's enough though. New weapon. Quickly. Gilded Balloon Crush gives us a Mega Frag Bomb. Let's get it. And so long as we get the Super Brittle effect to work on DTs, we are unstoppable. Now that we got Balloon Crush, all we really need is bad damage. And again, more reliable, like decamo or camo stuff. So maybe if we can find something that stuns and is camo. I have two Gildeds here. Gilded Big Iron is explosive rounds, but I have a Gilded Legendary biggest one, which causes shrapnel darts. But hang on, the biggest one doesn't shoot darts. How does that work? Well, I got it, and I guess I do see darts coming up from each explosion. That's what they mean. As you see, DTs are still really scary. You almost got a couple of them going into the loop, because your Riddle isn't shooting fast enough. I guess that is good merit to getting attack speed rather than damage. Damage ain't gonna help us in this scenario, so let's go find damage and strength. Let's see, yeah, skip 3 damage, sadly. Go for the biggest attack speed boost on the right side. Sadly, I cannot pass on 8 damage on the right side. There was no attack speed, so that's fine. Middle one, 13% attack speed. Left one, 15%. And, oh, MIB. Now, I don't know if MIB means it gives camo on every projectile too, but I think that's big. Big regardless, because that means any weapon that couldn't hit lead before can hit them, even, or before Super can get to it. So that helps us defend DTs a little bit more reliably. The last thing I didn't show you yet with this Ancient Monkey mod is in this extras panel, the bottom left side. You may have seen it already, but the like button. For all current weapons, halves attack speed, but doubles damage and is repeatable, which is a very nice addition by Lynx. Unfortunately, well, for the time being, I'm not going to use it though, because it's not laggy. Things are pretty smooth sailing. But you gotta be careful, because technically, the reduced leg button is a bit worse for us, in terms of reliability. You don't want your weapons shooting too slow, but we currently don't really have that many attack speed buffs in the first place. 3 more weapons. A Gilded Poseidon that does triple tridents. Very awesome. Number 2, Mythic Superstorm. We don't get the Gilded effect, but hey, this sees camo naturally, and so that can blow back them DDTs. And last weapon for 10k. Oh, we can do a Mythic TSG. Ungilded. Let me just see what the Gilded Necromancer does. Explosive Necrobloons? Huh. Sounds interesting, but I think I gotta go for the TSG. Give me those bolts. It actually is not as strong as, I think, potentially other things like a MAD, because you only get the beam, I believe, from TSG. I could be wrong. Again, take aim for the bat here, and yeah, then not even close. I was worried or wondering if we needed to get more stat bonuses, but nope. Just adding those raw weapons is enough to easily take it down. Now to see if we have enough for 140 here. Surely we should, right? Yeah. I bought like 2 stat bonuses in between, but they were mostly just from the money bonuses. Not even close. Round 160 update. The luck upgrade started getting a little bit too expensive, so I was only able to get up to level 18 luck for 90% whatever, I don't know what unit, and then 28% gilded chance. And now we'll buy 1 additional weapon slot. We have 5 to pick from, and we should be seeing much higher rarities come out. Let's see, with this one. We got 1 mythic, the MAD. Let me take a look at the legendary badge though. It fires an explosive buckshot, which sounds interesting, but I think you cannot skip the MAD. MAD is simply too OP. I think buying Darling Gun also allowed me to change the targeting of the Ancient Monkey. I can't see if I can see Mad Missiles under all that, but I assume it is following my cursor as of right now. Another weapon. We only have 1 legendary, but Gilded Sentry Champion is really good. It's now upgraded to mini Paragon Sentries, which they can be buffed, right? Let's see. Let's see, I'm just checking if I drop a village. Oh no. Now, I assume these still inherit the stat bonuses that I get from the Ancient Monkey, and also Bats is trying to get a move on us, so let's buy 1 more weapon in the meantime. We got a Mythic Gilded Glaive Lord that shoots explosive glaives. Let's get it. Again, the main benefit of Gilded is mostly the multiplicative damage effect. I feel like just adding a little explosion to glaives isn't really gonna do much this late in the game. But I was about to talk shit about the modified Sentry Paragon, but they seem to be putting in a good amount of work. And it's still good, even if they can't receive external buffs, because you can internally buff them via strength here. So we'll do 14% attack speed, which should apply to the mini sentries, as well as 10 damage. I don't need money at this point, although it would be nice. With new weapons costing 22k, there's only a few more upgrades we can really buy before you know, everything comes to a standstill. It takes forever to afford something. So let's see what we can roll out. Well, we got our first Godly, which is a Paragon. I wonder if you can get a Gilded Godly. That would be pretty nasty, but look at that. We've got the sprite change to the Master Builder, and we got the stun effect included from it. So deities are definitely 0 threat anymore. Another one. Glaive Dominus, don't mind if I do. Another one. Glaive Dominus again. Don't mind if I do. Yes, you can stack multiple Paragons on top of each other, which is really awesome with the Boomerang, because now you see the Glaive effect is doubled. There are 6 spinning Glaives now, instead of 3. 2 more weapons. This would have been nice a little bit earlier, but Gilded Banana Central, out of curiosity, gives us more production and value. You know what? I guess out of curiosity, I'll see how much money it gives me. Let me see them crates. gonna try to slow it down, and I think each crate is actually only giving us $2,000, which I guess isn't very much compared to how late in the game we are. Hard to really tell because there's so much crap spawning on top of it. But yeah, I definitely regret that and should have picked the Ninja Paragon. Oopsies. 2 more. We got Goliath Doomship, and I ain't going to skip that. And then a godly MMMF. Let's get that too. You can basically go on forever with this, but I think we're going to cap it off with 1 more upgrade, and then see what is the highest round it can survive. So, let's pick wisely here. Big weapon will give us choice of 2 paragons. We can double our master builder, or add another glaive dominus. I think I know what'd be funny. Triple glaive dominus is probably bad because I think the shred effect, like the DOT on bads, does not get stacked. So technically getting multiple boomer paragons is worse than getting multiple NG paragons, I think, but I'll also allow myself to do 2 more strength upgrades, and then we'll call it. We'll give a bit more range, and we'll finish off with a mythic multi-boost over here that gives us a lot of stuff, basically. And that's it. With that said, let's make the jump over to round 200. Now that money is not an issue, and let's see. Very speedy bads that fall quite early. Well done. How about round 240? How far do these F-bads get? At this point, the abilities I use here are pretty much worthless, so I don't even think there's a point of me pricing them. It seems like they're gonna kill us. Maybe I'll use a panic, take aim at Papanaw, just in case you don't have enough stun, but no, it's really just bad damage. And we do, I think, barely scrape by. Come on. Come on. Oh, okay. We're definitely dead here. Yep. Actually, I don't know how we died to FDATs. I thought we had a crap ton of weapons for that, but, well, we have our answer for approximately how much $1 million worth of Ancient Monkey upgrades can do for ya. Pretty good. That was fun for it being a year since the last Ancient Monkey run, and it's reminded me of just how great this mod is. So if you want to see more, do let me know, because I'm definitely down to do a lot more challenges in mind with this thing. Otherwise, click here for previous Ancient Monkeys episodes if you missed it, and peace.